Well, today was the last day. Or I guess, like, when you're seeing this, yesterday was the last day. And it's crazy. Like, everything's just over. Like, I don't know, like, I knew there wouldn't be some sort of, crazy last minute shit to happen. However, I didn't think it would be so, simple and quick. It was really just like going out onto the football field, seeing my friends and stuff, counting down till the bell rang, and then just leaving. There's no extra shit. It was just, an end. And yeah, it was interesting. But then I literally, after, went to my friend's house with my other friend, and we just like fucking jammed. So it's like, it literally just felt like another day, except the very end. And I don't know, it's just strange. It's something else. It's like, you get all this hype surrounding it, all this different ways people talk about it, and then it just happens. And it's not that nothing happens, it's just not as, profound feeling in a sense. Like, I don't know, it's hard to really word, I guess you could say. Like, just sort of thinking back to being younger, it genuinely feels like a different life. Because it literally was. My whole structure around living was completely different. I mean, in elementary school, it was so much more simple. It was just, go up, wake up, go to school, come back home, have almost no homework, just enjoying so much more about, living itself. Middle school was when the crazy shit happened. COVID hit in 7th grade for me. And I know so many people that, talked about how horrible it was, but it wasn't that bad for me. Like, I played guitar during that a lot, so I was able to, get really good. I was able to just, like, watch a lot of just different shows that, changed my outlook on everything, I guess. Like, plus it was at a super nice time of the year. It started in March, so it was, a little bit chilly, brisk, that sort of thing. But as I was, going along and stuff and moving around, and just, keeping active outside, I just like appreciated nature so much more than I had before. And then, high school, even up until now, it was so different. Like, it just doesn't feel the same, in a sense. Because it isn't the same, it really isn't. It's genuinely something different that nobody really, talks about. And I think it's good that no one really talks about it in that regard, because it's so different for every single person. And I think if we were to try and create a blanket statement regarding the overall consensus on how it feels, it wouldn't do justice to how it actually feels for every person, because it's going to feel very different for everybody. Like, I'm someone that, I do my best, and I'm pretty successful at finding the good and even the worst stuff. And so I genuinely do think that mindset did make high school extremely bearable, but not only that, but super fun for me. Because I was able to, like, even in the worst times, find something to laugh about, some stupid fucking joke to make, and at least make someone laugh and feel just a little bit better. Make everything just that little bit more manageable. And I think that's going to make me miss it more than I thought I would. But at the same time, I think it's good that we miss stuff. Because no matter what we do, we're going to feel like we could have done more. And sure, we could have done more. There was definitely more I could have done, but that would have required me to take energy out from other things that I like doing. So it's a balancing act. And even if I did everything I really could, I don't think I would be able to truly be content. And I think that honestly, as bad as that sounds, not being able to feel content, I think it's good when looking at stuff in the past, because it means that it actually mattered to us, and it means that we really cared about it, and it meant something to us. It had depth to it. It had significance. I think if you're able to look at something where even you tried your hardest and feel like you could have done more, that means you cared about it, and it meant a lot. And odds are it did a lot of great things for you as a person and changed you as a person a lot. And I think people need to recognize that more, as that feeling of wishing you could do more isn't inherently bad. It just means that that was extremely significant to you and meant a lot to you. And it's good that it meant a lot to you, because it's a good thing in life to have things that mean a lot to you and you care about a lot. Because much as so many people in, the modern male society preach, don't get attached or anything, or, be some real stoic man or something. We're meant to have attachments. We're meant to care. We're meant to have empathy. And that feeling isn't something to be shied away from, because even the Stoics understood the importance of feeling emotion. Stoicism wasn't and isn't the idea of being emotionless. It's rather understanding and respecting and loving the emotions, but not letting them be what dictates you and be what changes how you feel and controls your every waking moment. I mean, even then, they still understand that any emotional reaction you have to something extremely, traumatic, like if you just found out that a family member died that you were super close with, that immediate feeling of grief isn't something to shy away from. The Stoics are, in fact, against that. I forget what it's called. I believe it's the initial response or something they labeled it as, where that initial shock of something and how you react is part of being human, and it's not something to be pushed away or ignored, because that's what makes us human. And if we did that, if we pushed it away, how would we still be a human? And I don't know, it's a lot. I kind of have a little bit of stuff written down. I talked about, because last night I was just sort of thinking about how everything, was different and so impactful. And so I was just writing down different, memories I had and how it all changed and how it all feels so distant. And no matter what I think I did, I'd have this feeling of it not being enough. And as I just said, it's good because it means I cared and enjoyed it. But I think you can do what I talked about too. Finding something good in the bad. Because you can always find that little bit of bad in the good. And you can always find that little bit of good in the bad. And I think that's something that a lot of people can't do anymore. They get too bogged down with what social media says about how everything is horrible and there's nothing good going on, nothing to be happy about. But in reality, if you just step out and look at the world, not society, look at the world, there's something beautiful to be found and something good that exists in nature. And there's this little paragraph I wrote sort of at the end of my little rant last night. And it was this is what I've sort of told some of my friends a little bit of. But it was, don't be proud of doing the bare minimum of graduating. Unless you had something that made it incredibly difficult, you shouldn't be proud of just getting your diploma. We all did that. Be proud of what you accomplished during that path that made you who you are. We all took finals. We all had tests. We all made it here. We're not special for that. We're special in what we did along the way here. Our friends, memories, beliefs, everything that make us unique, that's what we should be proud of. Be proud of that unapologetically. All the struggles and triumphs that made you who you are. So be proud and be you unapologetically. And I think that's where I can just end this off with the summer is here, and I'm going to be working a lot more. I'm going to be doing like every other day for a while, but don't worry because I will be getting videos out when I get the chance. It'll probably sort of be that infrequent thing that you're used to, but I'll figure it out. And there's a big trip happening for me at the start of the first semester. I'm so sorry about that. And I think whatever videos I may make on it, or, you know, do whatever I do about it, you know, I could, you know, come up with a billion different ways to refer to it. But I do think that, however I go about it, making the background blurry, it's just me now, Oh, wait, there's reactions, hold on, can I just do some goofy shit? Oh, it's not. I think however it works out, you know, it's important to, just, you know, stay up on my channel, just keep watching, because there's some projects I have, and I invested in some actual, like, Rode microphones, so that way I'm not using the fucking $5 mic I used in that first bodybuilding gym video, where it sounded like absolute shit. Go check that out, it's honestly so funny. It fucking died, like, 2/3 of the way through. No, not even 2/3 of the way through, it literally just died, like, at the very start, like, a quarter of the way through. But go check that out if you haven't. I'll probably put it in, like, whatever little bubble there or whatever, just in that area. But yeah, I think you'll enjoy what I have in store for us. So with that, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Drink water. Touch grass. Be good people. And you'll see me in the next one.